Morning, and welcome to day 8 of Pink Ribbon Pilates. I am Carla Armour, and I'm bringing you this special month of Pilates for celebration of Breast Cancer Month. So follow along with me, listen with your ears, not as much with your eyes, so that you will hear me give you the descriptions of the exercises, so that you can follow them with nice symmetry and balance in your body. Okay, we're going to work really deep into our core, really thinking about initiating everything from a really nice, strong core. And if anything doesn't work for you, I'll give you some modifications that you can always find a solution to something. If anything is painful, remember, don't do it, and always remember to take note and advice from your doctor if you have any injuries or conditions that you should not be doing certain movements. Okay, so enjoy, just 20 minutes with me. Okay, so we start standing up. When I want you to stand up, I want you to think about your feet are hip distance apart, so you want to just bring your feet rightly in line with your hip joints, nice and upright there. You want to feel the arches of your feet nicely lifted. You want to feel the thighs nicely wrapped in, okay? So that you make sure that by engaging into your thighs, you have your kneecaps organized, and you're not rolling in into your feet, but you're really nice and symmetrical. Feel the weight in both feet, that it's nice and even. Just feel shift to shift and feel that it's nice and even in both feet. And then just take your hands to the sides of your legs. So I like to take my hand to the side so that I can feel my chest is nice and open. Once you feel that sensation, I want you to press the hands, fingertips down, and also feel the sense of a strong front and a long back. Good. You're going to breathe into the ribcage. And your exhale, you're going to just hollow all the skin away from your clothing as you exhale. Turn to the side for the roll downs, but you don't have to get to stay on your mat and listen. You're going to inhale nicely, you're going to nod your chin down. On the exhale, I'm going to continue to break from my neck, from my breastbone, draw my waist in, draw my belly button in, and allow my arms to float down. My knees are just a little bit soft, so what I want to do is I want to keep my tailbone hanging down as I reach up and over my waist. Okay, it's not a forward fold, it's a nice long curve. Inhaling into the back, I want to feel the shoulder blades come away from each other. Deepen that stretch, and I want to exhale to stack my spine. Thinking about coming up, right, like a nice pole. Thinking about lengthening up through a nice long pole. Feel as if a rubber band is hanging you from the ceiling. Feel so light. Inhale again. At the end of my inhale, I'll tuck my chin in. I'll start to exhale by lifting up my belly button. My pelvic floor is nicely engaged. My sits bones are drawn together, and I'm putting a little bit of energy into the outsides of my legs so I can feel that nice stretch through the body. And then inhale to hold that feeling there. And then I'm going to exhale to rise again. Same concept of rising over that waist. Lifting up through the body nicely, all up to one line. This time I'm going to let you take your arms out to the sides and think of peeling your arms away from something as you pull your shoulder blades down. You can do this with some weights, but it's not necessary. Okay, once I come to the top, I'm going to rise up onto the balls of my feet, give my feet some energy. Then I'm going to bring my arms forward and bring back down onto my heels. Now, once I come back, I bring my arms to the back and feel the back of my body engage, and I come up to the sides. I reach up onto my toes. I come down, and let's do 2 more like that. Feeling some energy into the arms as you reach to the sides, reaching up. You want to feel some energy to reach for the ceiling with those arms. Reaching back, reaching up, and then reaching down. Beautiful. Let's reverse those circles, reaching up and floating down. Just getting mobile in those shoulders. And just really enjoying that big breath. Smile with it. Smile, make yourself feel happy and release all those toxic stress hormones that are building up in your body. Just releasing that nicely, beautiful. I'm going to rest my arms down. You can feel your feet are nice and active. Now just raise all 10 toes and place all 10 toes on the mat. We're going to do 1 more roll down, and I'll come to my mat so that we can do the roll down together. I'm going to inhale, I'm going to nod my chin, I'm going to come down into my nice roll down like you would. Like I said, like we did before. We're going to walk our hands out into a downward dog, so with nice length through the body. Feel that stretch. Inhaling into that. Beautiful. And then exhale to just bring your knees down towards the mat. I'm going to be on my hands and knees here. Okay, and I want to have my back really nice and long. So my back is in neutral. I want to be drawing up into my belly here. Okay, so we're not slumping here or anything. And I want you to really be careful. Think about what I'm doing now. I'm pressing the mat away from me. My shoulders are nice and open. I'm going to lift my back so that my shoulder blades are sliding down. And you should feel that connection happening all through here. And then I'm going to drop my chest through my arms. I'm not bending my elbows so that I can drop my chest down in between my arms. I'm going to lift again. And I'm going to drop my chest. So I'm lifting my shoulder blades, my back up, and then I'm dropping it back down. So it's a movement like you're sliding your shoulder blades away from each other, and then you're sliding them back towards each other. You're sliding your shoulder blades away from each other, and sliding them down. Beautiful. Now hold that there for me. I'm going to take my weight into my knees, my feet, and my other hand. I'm going to try to keep everything square here. And I'm going to take this arm and do the same thing I'm doing with my shoulder blade. I'm going to reach it to the side, reach it up, reach it down, take it back to the side, reach it to the top. Let's go again. Try that. Lift, reach. Pull that shoulder blade towards the other one as you lift your arm. Draw that back down so you can feel what's happening here. Bring the back arm all the way down so you can feel now the shoulder blade stretching. Bring that back up, neutral, and then bring that and resist the shoulder blade. Feel that tension, and bring that down. Open that wrist, that fist. Press into that hand, zipping up. Feel what's happening across the body. Engage into the back. I'm going to take that arm out. Beautiful. So I'm taking this arm out. Okay, I'm going to show you. Reach. I'm going to take this arm now to the side. From here, I'm going to lift my arm. I'm going to lower and then reach that shoulder blade away. Lift that arm and then bring it to the front. So I'm trying to keep my shoulders nicely lined up. Okay, let's go again. Take it to the side. Lift that arm. Feel what's happening with the waist and the shoulder. Take it down. Take it all the way down. Lift that arm and then take it to the front. And bring that down with control. Beautiful. Going to take a breath in there. Breathe now and drop the tailbone and drop the head, and then exhale to just bring your spine back towards the heels. Feel that curl in the body. Inhale, and then exhale to come back up into your cat stretch. And let's move now into a nice flat back. Beautiful. Hold that there. This time we're going to work into the lower abs. Okay, so while we're working all into the shoulder blades, feeling it a little bit into here. Now we're going to be working a lot into the core as well, into the lower abs. I'm going to turn the toes under for me. Inhale. You're just going to hover like 2 inches off the mat for me. Hold that there. Press the mat away from you. Inhale to hold. Exhale to hold. Feel that in the body. And then lower that down. Beautiful. Let's try that again. Exhale, press the mat away. Let's try to hover the right leg or the left leg. Just hover your foot. Both knees are off. Just hovering one foot. I'm going to place that down. Both knees still off. I'm going to hover the other leg. So I'm on one foot, holding that. I'm going to put that leg down. And then I'm going to put the knees back down. Relax the feet again. Good. You're going to change that around a little bit for me. You're going to round yourself into a nice big cat stretch shape. Turn the toes under again. We're going to press off those toes. Then I'm going to take my left leg in, and I'm going to lengthen it and press out. And I'm going to put my left leg in and press out. If you have it available to you, you can also lift that leg a little bit higher. But if it's feeling anything in your back, you keep it there. We'll go for 5. Reach, bring that leg in and down. Let's scoop the tummy there. Take the other leg in and reach out. Zipping up. Keep that tummy rounded and in. And press and in. You can also lift it higher if you want. And press and in. And bring that in. Place that down. And knees come down. Fantastic. Relax the feet. Press back into that nice child's pose and reach into your stretch. Now while you're there, just go ahead and roll your wrist around and get a little massage in the wrists, as we were just on the wrist for quite a while.
quite a while, but we'll do this for a little while. Okay, and just feel that body stretch out there. Beautiful. Inhale. And then uncurl and reaching up through the spine. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to come onto our backs now. All right, I hope everything is nice and clear for you to see. I did have some weights to show that if you were doing some stuff with weights at all, I wouldn't go higher than this because you really want to move into long. So I will actually show you one thing with the weights now. Okay, so from here we just get down onto our mat. You know, we always want to be nice and elegant with our work. So we're going to take our hands behind our head, our legs, inhale, and then we're going to curl back, curling back here, zipping up and reaching back onto the mat. I want to feel my body nice and long. I want to feel that length from my tail to my crown, but then I also want to feel that my rib cage is not popping up and I'm tight in my back. Okay, so I want to really rest the back there. And to do that, once we lie down, we just want to sort of place ourselves on the mat, feel that everything is organized, shoulder blades are nice and broad, the body is feeling in its space, you know. Good, so hold that there. We're going to take an inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to draw all the skin from your clothing and feel yourself connect, just as we did when we were standing up. My feet are hip distance apart and they're quite close to my bum here. Beautiful. So now I'm going to take the weights, like I said, because I can just add a little bit of help to what we're doing. If you want, you don't have to have weights at all. You can use a band as well. So I'm going to take my weights up to the ceiling. I'm going to nod my chin here. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to reach up. As I reach here, I can reach the arms over here. So you can feel that the weights are adding something, but you don't need them if you don't want to, or if you don't have. And then we're going to reach up here. Again, I'm working through the scapula, and I'm thinking, what's my shoulder blades doing? Are they rising up to my shoulders and making my neck short? No. Right? And then we reach that up. And zip up. And I'm keeping my tummy as flat as I can. I'm not punching the belly, and I'm not tucking my hips. Okay? Let's go for number 4 here. We reach up for number 4. Lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Feel that energy. And we bring those weights up. Beautiful. Let's keep that there now. I'm going to take a breath in. I'm going to draw my belly button in. Again, we don't have to have the weights. And then now with an imprint, I'm going to take one leg up. Inhale. You can do the kind of beans as well if you want, if you don't have weights. And I'm going to take the other leg up. Again, my back is gently in the mat. Okay, so slightly imprinted to protect the back. So from here, I'm going to keep my arms here. I'm going to tap one leg down at a time. Zip and tap. And zip and tap. So notice I'm moving from my hip joint. I'm not moving from my knee joint. Okay? The alternative would be to do that with your knee. Yes? And leave your thigh where it is. So that's not an exercise. It's this and lift and this. Notice also I'm trying to keep my thighs perpendicular to the mat, so that I'm getting a loading in my lower abs. If it's too much for you, you bring your thighs closer in, okay? Good. So from there, we're going to add now reaching up with the arms. So we reach and we feel the weight in the back and the shoulders, and we tap. And zip. And zip, and keep looking towards my belly. And if you wanted to do more or less, I'll show you here, you could do with the legs long. Reach, reach. And reach, reach. Or you could do it from here if you're not as strong. So then you have 3 options of what to do. Alright? And then hold that there. So I would say about 10 sets of those, 6 to 10 sets. And let's bring the arms over to the sides. I'm going to hold the arms nice and wide. I'm going to squeeze my legs together. And I'm going to, with my legs glued together, I'm going to bring the legs together over to one side. And I'm going to look in the opposite direction. I'm going to draw that back to center. And I'm going to take it to the other side. Reach. And I'm going to draw that to center. And I'm going to take it to the other side. Beautiful. Zipping up. And other side. Beautiful. Center. And one more set. Just feeling those lower abs and feeling the obliques having to work at the same time. And take it to the other side. Beautiful. And center. Fantastic. Let's take those legs down, draw the tummy in as you take them down, take the arms back up, we'll lengthen through my legs, inhale and roll up through the spine. Reaching up over the waist, inhale into the back, and then roll back down. Give myself a nice stretch. I'm really challenged with the weights today, so I'm reaching back and watch what's happening with my chest, watch what happens with the ribs, and giving one more nice roll up. Just feeling through that body, reaching over the waist, zipping up into the tummy, and lengthening, go back down. Beautiful, all the way back down. I'm going to take my arms to the sides again, and this time I will leave my weights down. Roll on to the side of your body for me. Okay, and I'm just going to put my hand underneath my head. What I want you to do is to think of your waist is lifted, okay, so that you have one hip joint over the other one. What you're now going to do is you're going to bend the other leg for me, so it's 90-90 class today. Okay, so now I'm reaching that leg down away from me. My rib cage is drawn in, and I'm going to flex the foot and press that down. And you will feel if you're doing that a stretch down the side of the body. So holding that there, okay, and using the balance with this leg, I'm going to lift this leg as high as I can come without shortening my waist, and I'm going to squeeze it behind me so I can feel the glutes working. Now I'm going to do a little hot potato. I'm going to tap it down for 8, and each time I'm coming forward a little bit. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it back and again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And reach that back. Beautiful. Send that leg all the way behind you. Feel that stretch into that. Now hold that knee there. Flex the foot and squeeze the foot back to the bum. And reach that leg out. Keep lengthening through the body. And squeeze that heel in. So you're getting a nice work into the front and you're getting a nice work into the back. Reaching. Still feeling the abdominals connected. And for 4. And reach out. And for 5. And reach. And keep that leg reaching back. Beautiful. And squeeze. And lengthen. One more. Squeeze. And lengthen. Beautiful. Let's take that leg all the way in the front and place it down here. Beautiful. Give yourself a nice little rub. Say thank you, thank you, thank you. You're going to take your shoulder from underneath you. And I'm going to hold this knee in here. If it's not possible for you, you can also just put a pillow or cushion underneath your knee. Not everybody has the access to this, so it's okay to keep it off the ground. Straighten that other leg in line with your body. If you have access to the stretch, go ahead. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to point my chest to the ceiling as I bring my other arm behind me. I'm really getting an oppositional stretch from this leg to that back arm. And I'm opening my breastbone to the ceiling. Reaching behind me. I'm obviously pulling my tummy in to lengthen through my back and engage into my deepest abdominal wall, which really helps to lengthen through the spine as well. Keep the spine supported. Reaching there. Just breathing into that. Breathing into that. Very nice. Inhale into that. And then stretch that arm behind you. Bring it to the ceiling. Reaching it up and reach it in front. Stretching between the shoulder blades as you were just pushing the hand back. And then bring it in. Put the legs together. Pressing up with this hand. We're going to swivel the legs to the other side and do everything all over again. Alright. So we are lying here. Again, supported nicely on the arm. The waist is lifted. Yeah. And the legs are nice and long. Feel the body long. And then we're going to take that bottom leg and support with it. 90-90. Reach that leg behind you, flex the foot and tap it down, stretch it down, feel the stretching through the side of the body. And then now we lift as high as we can and then we tap, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and 1, and 2. Oh my hips. And 4. It's nice feeling good. And 6, and 7. Zip up the tummies. 8, and 8. Last 7, and 6. Just moving from that hip joint. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. I'm going to stretch it back. Squeeze my bum. Point the toe and reach it.
Keep my body nice and upright. I'm going to flex my knee and press my heel to my bum. And then reach that leg out. And keep my tummy in. So you're not arching into your back. The movement is into the buttock. Okay? Into the hip. It's a hip extension, not a back extension. Okay? So the extension is coming from my bum and not my lower back. Okay? So you really want to be careful of that. Press that in. So you want to draw into the belly even more. And flex the foot and flex the knee. And stretch, extend the knee and point the toe. And flex into that. And point. Let's go 3 more. And squeeze. And reach. And squeeze. And reach. And squeeze. And lengthen up. That should be 8. Beautiful. Lengthen that away. And then bring that leg forward. And rest it down. Give it a little thank you. Always tell your body thank you. Always, always, always. Send that leg away. Shoulder from underneath you. And you're going to hold this leg down. And get a nice rotation stretch. So you want to think about the breastbone wants to turn to face the ceiling. This leg wants to stay down. And you want to reach that arm behind you. And you can turn the head as well. Reaching behind you. Draw that breath into the ribcage. Breathing into the back. Breathing and releasing any tension. Stretch that arm behind you as you inhale. And then reach to the wall behind you. Reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up. Reach it all the way up and lengthen that body. Lengthen through that shoulder blade. Beautiful. Nice. And then bring the legs together. And then press up on to the bum. That's very nice. Good. 20 minutes pass so fast, guys. It's really quite quick. So sitting nice and tall. We're going to take a nice breath in. We're going to take it to one side. Soften to that shoulder. Soften to that neck. And just reach over. Just stretch that. Beautiful. Take it up. Now I'm doing 1 with you guys, but you can go ahead and you can do 3 or 4 of these. Reaching up and over. Feel that stretch. Reaching, relaxing. Just do this. You love yourself. Always do your exercises smiling. So remember, with your exercise, you want to give 85% effort and 25% joy. So always giving 110% to your movement. Okay? So thank you so much for joining me for another session of my Pilates.